Hey everybody, Kill Engineer here, and welcome to episode 4 of Journey Across the Void. In between episodes, I did quite a bit, set up quite a bit of stuff, and right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get canola seeds. I should be able to get canola seeds from breaking grass, and I have broken a lot of grass with the use of fertilizer, and no canola seeds, like, at all. Showing canola seed recipe? Let's see here. The canola seed recipe is crop produce, of course. The actual edition's manual says that you can find it by breaking glass. And then I get more of them, but I need a canola seed in order to do it. I don't know how to get a canola seed other than breaking grass. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep fertilizing. Hopefully, eventually I'll get one, and it's just a incredibly small drop chance. Another thing I did is, I made a bunch of netherrack and more on that, and started crushing it up because I needed glowstone and I needed quartz in order to make all of this. So yeah, what I have over here is just 5 crucibles with a cobblestone generator going in using cyclic item cables. Below it, they are being powered by toasters. And there are 3 different types of toasters in the pack, and you got to make sure you have the right one. It's this one from Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod. If you look at it, it can be used as a crucible heat source, and but in order to make it, you need quartz, which means you need to crush some netherrack. If you make a couple stacks of netherrack, you should have no problem making 3 blocks of quartz. And from there, I just kept automating and adding on to the automation as I got more quartz. And yeah, but the crucibles are going into these stone barrels. I have redstone going in from here, and then it's just all piping out into this chest. From there I take it out, I crush it with my sledgehammer, which I have upgraded to iron, which I needed to upgrade to iron. But yeah, I've been crushing that down and throwing it into my diamond sieve. Looking at the things that you can get from sieving netherrack, you see that I have nether stars. Nether stars have a 2% chance of dropping from crushed netherrack, so I was not expecting that. That is fantastic, and this is the first Skyblock pack I think I've ever seen that actually drops nether stars from sieving netherrack. But yeah, I have plenty of glowstone dust, and I used that glowstone dust to make a boomerang right before I started the episode. The boomerang was a little weird of a recipe because it required specifically acacia. So I needed to make acacia fences, but whatever, I had plenty of acacia wood. And the boomerang, I don't really like it. I tested it out on some hostile mobs. And yeah, that was really all there was to it. I don't like it. It's pretty weak. It does bring items back to me, which was a really nice feature. But yeah, that's really all it is. I'm probably going to make a Tinker's Gun soon enough. But in this episode, I was going to get into actually additions. Without the use of canola, I cannot do that because I need actually additions power, or that was my plan A for power, for everything related to my logistics pipes. So I'm going to have to figure out a secondary objective. So plan B is a little convoluted, but I'm going to try to walk you all the way through it. So I just got some black quartz for my crushed netherrack. I'm also going to need 4 iron ingots. And yeah, let's head over to my crafting station for a second. Put the black quartz, 4 iron ingots, 4 sticks. Rotate that. Here we go. Iron casing. An iron casing with some cobblestone and coal or charcoal will make me a coal generator. I need this coal generator very temporarily. I have no cobblestone in here. As I was saying, with the cobblestone, we're going to make this coal generator. Use this along with a dehydrator, and I'm going to use that dehydrator. I already got my coarse dirt. So dirt and gravel will make you the coarse dirt. Place down this coal generator. Place down my dehydrator. And let's start powering this thing up. Awesome. Alright, so just put in my coarse dirt. I'm going to start making podzol. The reason why I want this podzol to be made, and whatever, this is more than enough. The reason why I want that podzol made is because I'm going to do a little bit of agricrafting. Here we go. Get rid of these 2. Put down podzol. And put down podzol and some crop sticks. Now with seeds, regular wheat seeds and melon seeds, you have a 50% chance of making a mystical white seed. And the mystical white seeds are going to give me the white dye I need in order to continue. Alright, so I'm just about on to the next step. I'm trying to make gray dye, by the way. So I just took a piece of sugarcane, put it in a seed analyzer, which I've made. And yeah, I got the sugarcane seed from Agricraft, which is the thing that I needed. Normally, you would just have to get seeds and beetroot. Unfortunately, I can't get beetroot right now. I need to go to the market, or yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ways that I can get it, none of which are sieving seeds. So that's a 111. I don't need that. I'm going to go through, and I've already made mystical white and mystical yellow. The white and yellow seeds will combine to make brown seeds, and then brown seeds and sugarcane will make me the gray mystical seeds. And here we go. Here are my mystical gray seeds. So the reason why I needed the mystical gray seeds, when I get these mystical gray petals, one of the things that I can use them for is using a mortar and pestle, which is easy enough to make. I can get the floral powder, which acts as a dye. I need to make concrete in order to make the cow stalls. So yeah, gray concrete is one of the required necessities for a cow stall. And one of the cows that I got early on, or one of the cows that I found, was an inferium cow. We're going to get into mystical agriculture a little bit early in this pack. Molten inferium. So I am not sure whether or not this molten inferium... Oh, it's only going to give me the inferium ingots. That's fine. I can use the inferium ingots still. But, yeah, using the inferium ingot, I can make the inferium seed extractor. And the inferium seed extractor, I can go to a whole bunch of other things and get the necessary seeds to continue on in mystical agriculture. That is how the seeds are made. There is no crafting recipe. You have to use the seed extractor. Now I've made my gray concrete powder and I'm ready to start making, here we go, I'm ready to start making my gray concrete. I have all 8 stacks of it, and the way that I've done this is, I've made this infinite water source right here. A sink cannot be an infinite water source in this pack, it can only be used for cooking recipes. So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, the fluid extraction cable can be put on a handmade infinite water source, and it can fill an Ender IO fluid tank. Put the gray concrete powder in here, or any concrete powder really, it'll start making the concrete for you. So yeah, this is what I'm doing in order to get my gray concrete. Alright, so some time has passed and I have made buckets. Lots of buckets using a RF Tools timer, a bucket cast, and the reason why I've made all these buckets is so that I can make quantum tanks. Luckily, quantum storage is in this pack, so I can make use of quantum tanks. Yeah, that's probably the handiest thing that I could have right now. So yeah, I'm going to make 9 quantum tanks to start with. Here we go. So I can move over to my fluids. Over here I have a bunch of fluid cows up here at the top. Oh, that is a freeze. There we go. Alright, yeah, I have some fluids, and really just the most useful ones that I can think of right now, except for grape juice, but whatever, I want to try out some grape juice. So, yeah, I have them up here in the cow stalls. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the quantum tanks right here from now until I have a more permanent solution. So luckily these cyclic fluid extraction cables are rather quick. Here we go. Okay, 1,000 millibuckets of inferium, 0% full of course. And yeah, I'm just going to continue putting all of these here. And the fluid cows are done for now. So my problem is not averted yet. I have, where's my quantum tank with inferium? So I have a full cow stall right here, but only 1,000 millibuckets went into the quantum tank, no more. So I am kind of wondering why that is. Yeah, none is flowing out of the cow stall into the quantum tank. Huh. I wonder if it's because I don't have a white list. Molten inferium allowed. Nope, that's not making it go through either. Huh. Well, at the very least, I'm going to make this a future Kelly problem, which is just a fancy way of saying one of you geniuses in the comments will tell me what the problem is. But moving on to the next thing that we want to work on is environmental tech. I have all of the stuff set up here to make litherite, and yeah, once I make that litherite, we'll start making all of the E-Tech stuff. And now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, which is environmental tech. I'm going to need quite a bit of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm going to need quite a bit of redstone because the structure frame tier 1 requires these interconnects. The interconnects require these connectors, and connectors are made with blocks of redstone and iron plates. And then what else am I going to have to make with those? Oh, and modifier components, which is going to require more redstone and some black concrete powder. So I need to make some more concrete, but whatever, that's fine. I can easily make that now. So yeah, I'm going to get all of this redstone together, and probably going to have to sieve up some more dust in order for that to work out, but whatever, we're fine. We're starting out by making a solar panel, and we're going to make some lightning power as well. Lightning rods, I'm sorry. In the last episode, I mistakenly called it lightning power because I just slipped on the name. But yeah, we're going to be making lightning rods as well. This is a very rainy seed. It's actually raining more than it's clear. So yeah, just something to think about. I'm probably going to make 3 lightning towers, or lightning rods, and 3 solar panels as well. Also, looking at the digital guide, which I did make, but I didn't have to. If you look at the quest reward, the assembler and the digital guide are rewards for making the litherite. So yeah, if I'd just paid attention to that, I wouldn't have had to waste 1 piece of litherite in order to make the guide. But that's whatever. The assembler is definitely needed, though. But yeah, we're going to set up all of the stuff necessary in order to make the lightning rods and the solar panels. Now that I'm about to make a bunch of connectors, I'm going to need a place to store all of these, and I'm sick of using chests, and about time that we get into filing cabinets. So I just made these filing folders here, and I'm also going to make the regular filing cabinet. And yeah, we're just going to place it down. I have not messed with these since I played, what, Sky Factory 4? So yeah, that's something that I have to worry about. But craft with any item or block in order to, there we go. So now this filing folder has 64 connectors in it, which means I can put all of the connectors into that file and keep it in my filing cabinet. So all I have to do is just whenever I have any more connectors, like so, all I have to do is just right-click the filing cabinet, and bam, they're all in there. Now I have easy access to my, I guess it's not really easy access, but all I have to do is take out the file folder, put it in a crafting grid, and I can take out what connectors I need. It's not the most efficient way of doing things, but I am setting myself up to set up AE2 in the next episode, so I won't have to be dealing with the filing cabinets very much longer. And here it is. I got my 2 solar array controller tier 1 rather. And yeah, I have everything that I need to set up 2 of these solar panels. Now these solar panels aren't very good, and eventually I will be upgrading them to tier 2, but that's going to be an in-between episode thing. For now, I'm just going to set them up, and we're just going to let them run for a little bit. The power that I'm going to be using for these, which I have yet to hook up, but I'll do this in between episodes as well, is simple generators. So I didn't realize before I obtained this digital guide that simple generators was in the pack. So the geothermal generators are absolutely amazing, and I could be using the geothermal generators to power all of my furnaces and pulvises, and won't really have to be worrying about manually sieving stuff anymore. I'm still manually sieving, and that's why this episode's taken so dang long to complete. Yeah, if I put the if I get rid of these barrels and put the geothermal generators right here, then I could just run the power up to my furnaces and pulvises, put in the proper upgrade to allow it to accept power, and yeah, I don't think I'll have to be worrying about that for a while, because once again, my toasters are times 25. I make a lot of lava very quickly, and my sky stone is all ready to go for next episode anyway. So yeah, geothermal generators, that's the way that we're going to go. But in the meantime, I'm going to set up my solar panels right here, but for that I'm going to need the assembler. Oh, here we go. I still haven't completed this quest. But here we go. Now that I have the assembler, it's just a matter of placing down my... yeah, right here works. Hit the assembler. Oh, you just got to be careful which angle you're at. Come on. So normally it's best to actually raise these up a little bit. Here we go. It's best to raise these up a little bit so that you don't have to worry about not hitting. There it goes. All right, so my structure is complete. Power is going in thanks to the sun. And yeah, I should start working on the next machine. And we're just about there. So I was pretty... Oh, I just realized I messed up. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm setting up my void ore miners right now. And after that, I can just hook up the power coming from my solar panels right into it. And come on, assemble, buddy. What is it missing? Apparently what I was missing were structure frame tier 1s, and I forgot that as I was tearing stuff down, if you have the filing folders in your inventory, then they act as backpacks, and it automatically went in to fill the filing folders. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, I can finally set this thing up, and let's see here. Put you there, and assembler. Alright, it is now assembled. I just have to hook up some energy to it, which is what these energy extraction cables are for. And is it receiving its power? It is not, but then again it is nighttime, so I'll go sleep, make sure that everything is fine, and see whether or not our void ore miners are working. Alright, just slept the night away. Let's make sure that everything is working as it should. First I want to make sure that power is actually leaving. Power is not inserting. That's weird. You know what? I wonder if it's because the extraction isn't actually works as the cable. So let's get rid of that, get rid of this, and I'm going to put the extraction right here, and then a cable all the way down to here. Well, it did just take some power, but let's put a chest there. Alright, there is so much I do not know about these cables from Cyclic. I mean, for items, they work just fine. Energy and fluids, they seem to be hit or miss, and there is something I'm missing with them. So I need another form of energy cables before I can hook these up. It would also be good if these things could actually work. In order for the void ore miners to work, I need to have a clear line of sight to bedrock or the void. So that may have something to do with it as well. I just have to replace these two structure panels. There it goes. It's now lit up. Let's see whether or not I can transfer power now. No, it cannot. This one's... Nope, this one's not working either. Alright, I desperately need to figure out why this isn't working properly. To solve my problem, I am going to be making flux ducts. So I already made some Invar ingots, and I don't really need this many, but I have three stacks in the smeltery right now. Here we go. So hardened flux ducts, let's go see whether or not this is going to work properly on my solar panels over there. Oh, it is working. It is most definitely working. Well, all of the power is obviously out because, once again, it's nighttime. But, okay, so I actually have this working finally. And with that, I'm going to close out this episode. I may as well connect this one as well. Oh yeah. But yeah, I am going to close out this episode. I know all of these episodes have been pretty short lately, but this one in particular is probably going to be very short because I spent most of my time making dust. So much dust was required for this episode because I used a lot of redstone setting up E-Tech. Yeah, so there's that. And once again, just to reiterate, in order to make dust, I have no choice but to use a hammer or use the stonework factory from Industrial Foregoing. So yeah, there's that. I will say that I have cheated a little bit because the Tinker's Construct sledgehammers shouldn't be able to work with Ultimine. I disabled that. I made sure that the Tinker's Construct hammer was whitelisted because the recipes for the Ex Nihilo hammers are different than they normally are. It doesn't take 2 diamonds in order to make the diamond hammer. Here we go. Yeah, so the diamond hammer takes 4 diamonds and an iron hammer. The iron hammer is 4 iron ingots, so on and so forth. So it's more convoluted to make the Ex Nihilo diamond hammer, which is possible to vein mine by default. And yeah, it just seems like a waste of resources considering I don't have very good automation right now in the early game. So yeah, I cheated a little bit, and the Tinker's Construct hammer is now whitelisted for Ultimine. But that being said, yeah, I am ending out this episode. In the next episode, I am finally going to be 100% automating the pulverizing and furnacing of all of the ingots that I get from my sieves, and we're also going to be setting up AE2 as I discussed earlier. So yeah, I am Kelly Engineering. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.